now we're not going to talk. Like, now we're not going to be able to finish those conversations. And so, once again, it's just another reminder that life is short. No matter how old, no matter how young, no matter how rich, no matter how famous, you never know when it's going to end. So you have to have those conversations. Like, I just texted one of my homies from high school. My grandpa was always asking me about him, and, we're both living our lives. So we're in and out of touch, a couple times a year. But, I just reached out to him and talked to him just because I wanted to. And that's kind of what I'm learning from this past month, because sometimes I feel really like strong and ambitious, and like I just want to take the world over again. And it's like I just feel this energy, like I feel his energy pushing me, guiding me. And then other times I just feel like a wave of just like crushing sadness of like, the other day I picked up my dress shoes and like I just started crying. Like my grandpa shine those shoes. Like, he's probably the last person to shine those shoes. Like, I still don't even know how to shine my shoes. And like, he always shined them the best. So it's like, but it is what it is. And I think the bigger, more crushing part for me, the kicker in it all is he's really, besides being kind of the person who always filled in the gap between my parents, for my younger brothers and sisters, like, he pretty much is their parent. He is their dad. And so not only is it their first loss, but it's both their father figure and their grandpa. And not just that, but they didn't get him for 30 years like I did, or 28 years. So for me, that's the part that really makes me sad. And so I'm just really been able to focus on being there for them, which is good, but also bad, because again, it's like, I'm working through so much that it's like I can't even just really feel that sadness and that grief of like, a person who was essential in my development, like, the person who first put Jim Rome on for me, the person who, I used to give the newspaper to every day, like that's the groundwork that got me to where I am today. And like even what Crissy was saying about, football being in her culture, like, football's in my culture because of him. Like, him and my grandma were the ones who took me to see my cousin Andy Avalos in San Jose and in Fresno, and really gave me that first taste of like, football at one of the highest levels. And so it's just been a lot of emotions this past week, just really riding that wave of, highs and lows and sadness. And, so I guess I don't really have a nice way of, wrapping all that up, because it was just kind of an emotion data dump. But what I will say is I'm happy that knowing that he's at peace, and I find happiness knowing that I don't have to worry about him anymore, and I don't have to worry if he's lonely or if he's hungry or if he's taken care of. And most of all, he doesn't have to worry about any of us. For so long, his life was always about taking care of people, and now he doesn't have to do that anymore. He can finally have his peace, and that's what I hope for, and that's what I pray for, and that's really what's giving me the energy and the feel that I need to continue and push along, even in times where the dog inside of me just really wants to put its tail between its legs and whimper and cry. And I have done some of that, but I'm trying not to do too much of it, because I know that that's not what he would want me to do either. So with that, this is Touchdowns with Tangents. I thank you guys for tuning in every week. If you do, I thank you for tuning in once a week, once a month, whenever you turn in. I really appreciate it. I appreciate Kenny, helping build this platform with me. I appreciate, Serve being along for this ride, because at the end of the day, like, time is our biggest currency, and we don't have enough of it, and we don't have enough to give of it, and it sucks. But all we can do is really just keep supporting each other, you know, keep working hard and keep communicating. So, yeah, man, this is Touchdowns to Tangents. Shout out to the Good News Sports. Shout out to the Good News radio station. Shout out to FBC Radio. Shout out to X Squad affiliates. Shout out to your favorite podcast app. And yeah, shout out to Crissy. Thanks for calling in. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, that's it. Peace.
Peace.